This is Isaac Henderson, and you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
Hot Facts with Robert Reese, people. Got a great one. DoorDash drivers. Well, pretty much any food app. This is only for food and the food apps, not curry, roadies. This is only the food apps and the grocery apps this can apply to. So we're going to go through my, remember, I'm saying my top 5 reasons. This isn't an argument, so it's not for you guys to argue about because it's my 5. If you have your 5, do your 5 video. These are my 5 issues that drivers are making and can make for 2024. Are we ready for them? Let's go.
A few moments later.
All right, now let's go ahead and break this down. Now, these are things that really irritate me. Let's say if I'm dropping off on the street and there's another driver and I see them do these things, or you pull up to a house and you walk up behind a driver that's coming away from the house that you are delivering to. Okay, so here is, I'm going to give you my, and these are in no order. I'm going to just start off with number 1 right here. These are in no particular order because all 5 you got to go ahead and work on. Number 1, I'm throwing up there, people. Doors and packages. Okay, it seems cliche and it seems so easy, but drivers continuously do this. When you pull up and you walk up to the door, you see that the handle is on this side. The door's gonna open up this side. If you put the groceries, okay, they're gonna be going over, smushing bread if the bread is there, or whatever. If you put the water bottles, that 40 pack of water right there in the front, they now have to get a workout, put their shoulder in, get their legs involved, and push the door open, or walk all the way around if they're old. So go ahead and move it out the way so that they can't open the door. So just don't do that. It's a waste of time and you will get marked off. It may take away your tip and you just may get a bad rating on that because it's common sense. Anyone would know. Okay, number 2, walking on the grass. Okay, walking on the grass. Now, the main objective is to drop it off and be respectful. You are a business. You don't want anyone to walk all over your stuff, so don't walk all over theirs. So this is what you do. You pull up, you look at the driveway. If there's no cars, go on the driveway. If they have cars, see how big the space is in between the cars to walk through. If there's a space by the car and the grass and you can go ahead and walk there, go ahead and do that. If they have stones that you can walk through the grass on the pebbles or the stones, that's a walkway for you. But just don't walk on the grass. If it's raining, or let's say the sprinklers were on, they may be growing the grass with new fertilizer and you got dirt and manure, you track that, it gets all on their sidewalk, their cement, their pavement. They now have to go spend their time, spray it on down because you did not want to go ahead and just walk the right way. You thought they didn't give you a tip, but when you got there, someone was actually waiting for you at the door and they had a cash tip for you, or they tipped after. You can get those taken away by you damaging someone's property. And don't walk back across the grass after you walked up and they saw you. Don't do it. We got cameras and everything. Don't do it. Number 3, major one for me, ignoring the customer text messages. If a customer texts you, that means that customer uses the app and they use their phone and they are looking for the communication back because that's how they know their order is going to be correct and they know that they're going to be able to tip you once you complete everything. If you're in line, they text you, don't say I don't want to or this and this and that. Don't do it. Text them back. Okay, text them back. And there's other reasons you want to text them back because you just don't want to look like an asshole. Okay, you don't want to do that. Answer them, reply back because it's going to help. Okay, and it's going to help because of my number 4, this reason right here. Picking your own replacements at the fast food restaurants. Grocery stores and like Target and Walmart, those are different. That's a different thing with the groceries because sometimes they pick a substitution that they really didn't even want anyway, or they'll just say pick it. That's different. But with the food, let's say you pull up and they say, hey, we are all out of the roast beef. We have chicken, we have this and this and that. Don't just say, oh yeah, just give me the chicken. Don't do that. Get in contact with the customer because if they open the package when it gets to them and they see that that's not what they ordered, guess who they're gonna blame? The driver and the restaurant. But the driver's getting blamed because the right thing is not inside of the package. You call them and let them know, hey, don't text them, call them. The call goes faster. If you call, send a text right after, then call them back so they know it's you and they'll pick up the phone. Okay, call them and then they'll say, hey, hey, they don't have it, and it's for someone else. They don't have the roast beef. What do you want? He'll say, do they have like a turkey or a pastrami or anything? Oh, you know what? Do they have this? Hey, they're asking for this. Do you guys have that? Yeah, okay, so they want that. Bam, it gets there. They know which substitution it was, and it was not your taste buds. If you pick it yourself, chances are, tip gone, bad rating, you will get messed up. And you'll be mad at every other customer after that, okay? My number 5 thing. Number 5, dirty multi-apping, okay? Now, I spoke about ignoring the customer's text. Some people will ignore that text because they are dirty multi-apping, like having a stacked order on DoorDash, then picking up a Grubhub order, and then picking up an Uber Eats order at the exact same time. One customer is texting you this, and you don't want to deal with it because it's a double order. You want to go ahead and deal with the customer when that order is good. Well, I think they're tipping me more. I'm going to ignore this customer because this one is tipping more, okay? The dirty multi-apping not only messes up the customers and getting their food on time, but it messes up all the other drivers in your area with the orders they're supposed to be picking up. You don't want to do that. And I have seen people on DoorDash, on videos, on YouTube, take a Grubhub order and drop it off at the DoorDash house, and then they're like, oh, I got the wrong order, and then they have to try to drive to figure out, are the people there? Then, oh, I gave you the wrong order, and then they're like, this is not even from the same place where I ordered. What's going on? Don't do that. The dirty apping will cost you. You will cost yourself a whole lot. Dirty apping is one of the main ways you will have bad ratings and lose your tips. More importantly, you're only dirty apping and multi-apping like that is because your AR does not have what it takes. Your AR's got to be up there, people. But this is Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Those are my top 5 reasons and problems that the drivers have been committing, and the biggest ones for 2024. People, let's get these ARs up. Let's get these ARs up. 2024. Hashtag AR Lives Matter. I'm starting that right now. AR Lives Matter. If you would like to know more about what really goes on in the gig economy, do exactly what the next clip says.